wow. The Revenant is directed by Alejandro Iñárritu and stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Domhnall, Gleeson, and Will Poulter. This is about a group of frontiersmen who are led by this man, Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and Glass gets mauled by a bear, and this group believes he's dead, so they leave him behind, and he seeks on the path of revenge, and that is it. This movie has been anticipated by a lot of us film lovers because I loved Birdman, as did a lot of people. The guy just won 3 Oscars actually for this movie. I mean, look, I have the movie on Blu-ray because I love it that much. Red Blu-ray, I like it a lot. And he won script, director, and picture. So obviously I was excited to see what his next project was. And plus he was reunited with Emmanuel Lubezki, who was the cinematographer of Birdman. And he had Leonardo DiCaprio star for the film, who is my favorite actor working today. Did this movie let me down? No, because this movie is fantastic. Let's start with the obvious. Leonardo DiCaprio gives easily one of the best performances of his entire career. If anyone says that this is the best performance he's ever given, I wouldn't argue with that. I think The Wolf of Wall Street might be the best performance he's ever given, but I can't argue with people if they say this is the best performance he's ever given, because there's barely any dialogue in this movie, and half the dialogue he speaks is in a different language. So his performance is heartbreaking and haunting and scary. Like, this is one hell of a committed performance, and I genuinely hope he wins the Academy Award for this film, because this might be the film that finally gets him the Oscar. Everyone in the cast did great. Tom Hardy was fantastic here as the villain. Some people have been saying they don't understand him. I understood him. Domhnall Gleeson was great. I mean, this is a great year for him with this Ex Machina and The Force Awakens. He's been in 3 great movies this year, and Will Poulter was fantastic. When you compare this performance to his performances in We're the Millers and The Maze Runner, you're just amazed that this guy can do a performance like this, and he was fantastic. Everyone else did a great job in the cast, too. The cinematography. The film was shot in natural light. I don't know how that's possible. I watched this film, and I just don't understand how these shots were made. Lubezki will win his 3rd consecutive Oscar in a row. I mean, this is the best looking film of 2015, and it might just be the best looking film of the entire decade so far. And if anyone tells you that the cinematography in this film sucks, then they're obviously blind. The direction by Alejandro is great. You could tell the dedication that he puts in these films, and the shots too. Honestly, this is one of the best directed films of the entire year, and I hope that he gets nominated for Best Director. The action is so well done. There's a lot of goriness in this movie, and there's that bear scene. I don't know how they did it. It was handled beautifully, and it might just be my favorite movie scene of the entire year, even though this isn't my favorite film of the year. I screamed a lot during this movie. I was just like shocked. I was like, oh, like I gasped for air. Like I was, oh. But the story, yeah, we've seen this story before numerous times, but this story was just so different, and it captured the grittiness of what would happen if someone had to get revenge on someone. And Leonardo DiCaprio versus Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy is the real reason why he has to get revenge. I'm not going to say what happens. Now, do I have any problems with the movie? I do have small problems with the movie. Now, the movie is 2.5 hours long. It's a very long film. I will say that I can understand where people say it's slow. It didn't feel slow to me. It might have felt slow towards the second half of the film, but I felt the movie could have been just a little shorter, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes shorter, and that was really my only problem with the movie, because overall, this is a beautiful film that should not be missed when it comes out on wide release on January 8th. I had the pleasure to see it now. I'm so glad that I could put it on my top 10 list of the year, because The Revenant is one of the best films of the entire year. This film is going to get a lot of Oscar nominations. Leo might win the Oscar finally, and he's going to be nominated, but if he wins, that's going to be someone very special to me, because he is my favorite actor working today. And this is easily one of the best performances he's ever given. The Revenant gets a solid A. It's a fantastic film that film lovers should not miss, especially if you're a DiCaprio fan or a Tom Hardy fan. You gotta check this film out. So guys, tell me down below what you thought of The Revenant if you saw it. What's your favorite film directed by Alejandro Iñárritu, and what's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film? Birdman, I loved the Birdman more than this one, and I can understand where someone might go saying that this is the better film. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you guys soon.